What's up guys, it's your boy Milano Miguel, back at it again with another video. Today's episode 4 of season 2 of the AC Milan vlog series, so here we go. Yo, we are back at it again with another video. Smash that like button for me. If you haven't seen my Derby Della Madonnina preview with Uncle Sharma, the link will be in the description and up above. So thank you for that. But into match day 4 of the Italian Serie A. It is Inter versus Milan, also known as the Derby Della Madonnina. Last time that we faced off in the Derby, it was a pretty good game, but Milan ended up losing 4-2, so Milan are trying to plot for revenge. I did a preview with Uncle Sharma. You can go and check that out on my match predictions and whatnot. But yeah, into the game. So into this game, Inter have a lot of players that have been lost because of COVID or injury. Milan getting back Romagnoli and Zlatan Ibrahimovic to the starting lineup. Standard starting lineup: Calabria, Kier, Romagnoli back, Theo Hernandez, Benacer, Kessié. Then we had Salamakers, Hakan, and Leao getting a start, and Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Now let me say, for the start of the game, Milan played pretty well. They let Inter string their passes, they let Inter settle in. About 10 minutes, Milan started to string their passes and create opportunities in the attack. Now in the 13th minute, Zlatan Ibrahimovic had a ball that was in the box. He was in the box. He was trying to cut a pass back to someone to get a shot on goal. Gets clipped by Alexander Kolarov, an idiot. And Milan get a penalty. Zlatan steps up. Zlatan misses the penalty. It gets saved by Handanovic. But Zlatan steps in to get the rebound and Milan go up 1-0. Now, 13 minutes into the derby, getting a goal, you are just ecstatic as a Milan fan. So then, 3 minutes later, off the counterattack, Rafael Leao creates a beautiful opportunity, puts a cross into the box, beautifully crossed right into the path of Zlatan Ibrahimovic. D'Ambrosio nowhere to be found. Milan go up 2-0 in the 16th minute, and it's looking very, very positive for us in this derby. Now, with that being said, Milan going up 2-0 within 16 minutes, Inter were always looking to fire back, and tensions would get high in the game. Kier would get a yellow card for foul on Lautaro Martinez in the 22nd minute. But to be fair, in this game, I feel like the referee didn't really have the weight of his cards in the first half. There were a couple challenges that I thought that Inter deserved a card for, but didn't. But nevertheless, that happened. Then in the 29th minute, Romelu Lukaku, who always gives Milan's defense trouble, ended up finding free space. So there was a cross that was put into the box. Donnarumma would try to go into it, leaving the net wide open. Theo Hernandez, Alessio Romagnoli, Simon Kier, nowhere to be found. To be fair, Theo Hernandez was with Lukaku, but he left too much space. Empty net, Lukaku goes in, strikes it in the 29th minute. 2-1 for Milan and Inter. Now this is where the pendulum and the momentum swung. After that, it just seemed like we were fighting tooth and nail to try and find an opportunity to score. We created a couple opportunities to try and score. We squandered some, but at that, more tensions is rising. Milan are trying to get that go-ahead goal. Inter are trying to get that, decisive goal to tie up the game. And I'm not gonna lie, Inter had chances and they spurred all the chances. Just overthinking. There's no clinical finishing in Inter's team in this game, and that's essentially what really cost them. I think the first half was really brilliant. Both sides created opportunities. There was a bunch of flair and passion that we saw in the derby. Granted that this is a derby that was expected, but it was a pretty even game. Milan had 48% possession. Inter had 52%. Milan won 62% of their duels. Milan had 6 shots, 3 on target. Inter had 10 shots, 5 on target. There was a lot of fouls in this first half, and I tweeted out that I thought that somebody was going to get red carded because the tensions in this game just grew. But nevertheless, after halftime, Milan still are up by a goal, and we're just trying to plug away and find that second goal so that we can have a 2-goal cushion, because a 1-goal cushion is not good enough for Milan. The second half was pretty much all of Inter Milan, in my opinion. There was the opportunity where Lukaku had a header off the corner kick that went wide of the post, which to me was the wake-up call for Milan to get it together on defense so that we don't concede. Then we had the opportunity where Achraf Hakimi could have headed the ball to Lukaku, wide open net, but Achraf Hakimi went for the win. Missed narrowly wide. Again, that was another wake-up call for Milan to pick it up on defense. But then Stefano Pioli would take off Rafael Leao and bring on Rade Krunic, and then he would also take off Alexis Telemakers and bring on Castillejo, which to me, I think he changed the formation to a 4-3-3. Theo Hernandez definitely needed that help on the flank because Achraf Hakimi was tearing him up. I'm not gonna lie, there was a couple opportunities where Theo Hernandez did put, or he did handle Achraf Hakimi, but for the most part, he was struggling. And Achraf Hakimi is probably the best wingback that we have ever seen, and he's only 21. Just the flair, the quick movement, the pace, whatever he finds to do off the ball to create space and get out of the dangerous situations that he's put in. Massive respect. So then in the 74th minute, there was the VAR drama, VAR, video assistant referee. Anyways, so what happened was a ball was played. A ball was technically played by Eriksson, and Kier got a touch to it, but indirectly, blah blah blah. Anyways, what happened was Lukaku was basically one-on-one with Donnarumma. Donnarumma didn't touch him with his arms, but there was contact with Donnarumma's chest and Lukaku's legs. If you really watch the replays, you can see that Lukaku's leg does hit Donnarumma's chest, and at first it was deemed as a penalty, but then there was a VAR check, and personally, as a Milanista, I thought that was a penalty because I did see the contact. Even before the replays were shown, I saw the contact and I'm like, oh, that's a penalty. But according to VAR, it wasn't because offside, because the initial pass or whatever that Eriksson had, or the initial touch that Eriksson had before Kier touched it, still deemed it as offside, and Lukaku was in an offside position. Very odd. I think that Milan were very lucky to get away with that one, in my opinion. But no penalty. And then Inter would continue to fight. We had a couple opportunities in the late stages where Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Castillejo try to make something up to score, but that didn't really work out. But at the end of the day, Milan is red and black, baby. Milan come away with the win, 2-1 to Inter. Hey, that's 4 for 4. We've been undefeated since the last time that we lost to Genoa in March. I'm not complaining. It is very obvious that Theo Hernandez still needs some work on defense because he could not contain Achraf Hakimi. Massive shout out to Simon Kier for his defensive efforts, Franck Kessié for his defensive efforts, even Ismail Benacer for his defensive efforts. But it's clear as day that we do need a center back. That issue of having a third center back is still relevant, because what if Kier gets injured? What if Romagnoli gets injured again? Or what if a suspension happens? In this game, Kier got carded, Kessié got carded, Zlatan got carded. Very important players to this team, but if they get suspended, where is that depth? Where is that rotation that we have? So we need a center back. Stats at the end of the game: Inter 55% possession, Milan 45% possession. 19 shots from Inter, 6 on target. 11 shots from Milan, 4 on target. 3 yellow cards each. Personally, I think the referee didn't have the yellow card situation under control and the foul situation under control. But towards the end of the game, it seemed like he had it under control. There was a bunch of controversial fouls that were not called. The issue with Kier holding Lautaro, the issue with I think it was Barella kicking, I don't remember who it was, kicking somebody in the face. But at the end of the day, I think Milan, this is a big win for Milan and any Rossoneri fan. This could make or break us making top 4, getting these 3 points. Our defense needs a bit of work. It's not perfect. It got the job done today, and we're happy about that, but still needs some work. I think Romagnoli wasn't entirely fit for this game, but as a captain, he stepped in to play. He had a lot of trouble with Lukaku. He had a couple of duels with Lukaku where he did win. Shout out to Davide Calabria for having Ivan Perisic in his pocket in the first half. Dier Hernandez already touched on that. The midfield was good. Hakan, Zlatan, that partnership, I've been talking about this, that Hakan to Zlatan partnership is really good. Shout out to Leao, got subbed off early in the game, but you know, he played it simple today. He played like a winger today. He cut down the wing, he wasn't too flashy, he put in the cross, he got an assist. So great game for Leao. Salamakers, hard worker, did what he needed to do. Castillejo came on, created a couple opportunities. Personally, the man of the match, in my opinion, is Simon Kjaer for all the defensive efforts that he did. He honestly saved Milan a couple of goals with his heading and whatnot. And the last 4 minutes of the game and stoppage time was nerve-wracking as hell. But Kjaer headed the ball away and whatnot. I think Kjaer is the man of the match. I think Zlatan is going to win the man of the match because he got the 2 goals. Kessié was definitely up there. I'm very happy about this Milan win. That's 3 points in the bag for us. Next time we're playing Celtic, and that's on Thursday, so stay tuned for that. Forza Milan, and peace.